Hey, what's going on YouTube's WK Dad. Talk to you guys about hand traps. I talked about hand traps in the past during the, I guess you call it a plants and agents format about when to use your hand traps. It was like kind of a small debate about when to Maxx C, Venus, and that kind of thing. But now the hand traps have gotten a lot more complicated when to use them. Some decks can play through hand traps. We saw that big time last format where Prophecy players could play through and play around drawing Lockbird simply by activating Judgment, then Star Hall, and then Tower, maybe a random Wisdom to get to the 3 spellbook benchmark, and then in phase do all their shenanigans, making you miss your opportunity to draw them. Well, this format, knowing when to drop your hand traps is going to be just as important, and knowing when to drop it will make it really hard for your opponent to play around them. So right now, I think shining hand traps to the format, DD Crow, Maxx C, Effect Veiler, and Swift Scarecrow. In this first video, this is going to be kind of an introduction, and then later videos, if you guys really like it and you'll show me by thumbs up in this video, I'll kind of look at the top 32 deck lists, top 16 deck lists of YCS Toronto and upcoming YCSs, and show you how these hand traps are relevant to those decks and whether you should be worried about if you draw them or not, or when to use them, that kind of thing. So I hope you guys can look forward to that. Let me just start by saying that one of the big things I see misplayed, and I'm guilty of it too, is misplaying your Veiler and your Maxx C. Especially like with Veiler, a lot of monsters are threats when they hit the field. And I'm talking about Draco Sack, Big Eye, Lightning Chidori. Yes, Lightning Chidori is a threat now. Harpies can bust that thing out. And if that thing goes uninterrupted, it can disrupt you pretty damn good. So, a lot of people will wait till the activation of the effect and then try to chain Veiler. In the case of Draco Sack, the opponent will summon Draco Sack, wait for a response, and you have no response. They'll simply just tribute off the Draco Sack and pop whatever problem card and then proceed on their merry way, leaving you stuck and looking at your damn effect Veiler like, damn, I probably should have used this on summon. Same with Chidori. They'll summon Chidori, activate the effect. Well, Chidori is a little bit different case, I forgot to mention, because that effect will trigger upon summon. So maybe not so much Chidori, but let's say like Big Eye and other cards that have an ignition effect, that are dangerous when they hit the field. Again, talking Big Eye, Dire Wolf, even my old buddy King of Feral Imps back there. If they have an effect that could devastate you, Effect Veiler on summon. That way, they won't do the shenanigans where they'll summon monster, wait for a response, you have no response, they go to trigger the effect, and then they just simply chain Book of Moon. I mean, how frustrating is that? They'll chain Book of Moon to your Veiler, their effect still goes off, and they go on about their happy way. And you're like, well, that was a waste. Another thing, see misplay with Maxx C. Dragon Rulers is still a deck, and I still see people Maxx C'ing the summon on Redox and Maxx C'ing the summon on Blaster. If there's not one monster in your hand, or that you can draw to, or you have an immediate answer in your hand to deal with this card, then yeah, go ahead and Maxx C to hopefully, scare them. But if you can deal with either one of those guys, you know, with your current hand or in your deck, don't Maxx C the summon of those guys, because they're used to bait Maxx C all the times. Like, you know, they'll banish and summon Redox, and you Maxx C, they're like, well, cool, I'll just sit on his 3,000 fat ass. Or they're like, well, unless you have Book of Moon or Shrink or Lance, you can't Blader me. So, you know, I'll just sit on this 2,800 attack. You know, the best times to Maxx C, especially against Dragon Rulers, is if you have a field established. You know, you can easily put lethal damage on board, and then they try to make a comeback, because they're going to need to special summon 3 or 4 times, giving you 3 or 4 cards to hopefully hit that Veiler or to hit that Scarecrow, you know, to save your ass from being OTK'd or having them turn the tides on you. Well, again, you know, that's all I got for now. If you guys want to hear more, you know, just thumbs up this video. You know, tell me in the comment section that you want to hear more, and I'll break down some of the current decks from the past YCS and show you the applications of these 4 hand traps in the upcoming meta. For those of you looking for my hieratic build, I'm sorry, I was going to post a YouTube vid, but I decided I'm going to take the deck to regional. So for you guys that really care, the deck list is on my blog site. The link will be down below in the description. I have about 140 followers, I think, on my blog site. So those guys already know about it. But for the rest of you that are interested, you can go there. I'm updating and tweaking my blog, so you know you'll be able to get information there. It's the OK Dad, and I'm out.